Hi guys, it's Hugo and welcome back to another video and to the last review of the May Perfect Murders. We'll be reviewing the last book on the series, which is The Drowner by John D. Macdonald. I'm a little bit tired of thrillers and mystery novels overall, but let me say, this book is not... it's meh. The Drowner follows the story of the murder of Lucille Amson. On the beginning of the book, first page, we know that she drowned, and a private investigator named Paul Staniel comes to the scene, and he investigates on behalf of Lucille's sister, Barbara. We have two of the main interveners here. Lucille was getting divorced from her husband, Kelsey. He was like a little bit childish and having some affairs, and she said, I need a year. In a year we see what is going to happen. So they part for a year, and he understands that he loves her very much and he wants her. On the other hand, we have Sam Kimber, who found Lucille in the town, and they start an affair and they start like caring for each other. Sam has a little business, a sneaky business, and the story revolves around Paul trying to discover if Lucille was drowned, or if she was murdered, or if she accidentally drowned. And we follow that line. The point is, the book is boring. The book is not interesting. Like it's a weird writing style. Like the chapters start and it's like a past of some character, and then we come back to the present. I don't know how to explain, but it's weird. It's not a typical novel. It's not captivating. I like the end. The end, it's good because, okay, you are in the pace of discovering the truth and everything starts to unveil. But till I reached then, I was like, oh, please end it. I can't take it anymore. It's not a... I didn't find it was a good novel. It was not captivating. I didn't care about the characters. The things... I don't know, it didn't happen anything at all. Like, this is past in like a few days. He arrives, he starts talking to people, he has like a cunning shearing of the neck saying that she was murdered and he's gonna find who is. And then I like the part of the details he gathers. He tries to make a puzzle that is plausible to what happens. But I don't know, I didn't care about the characters, I didn't care about what happened to them, the backstories. It was interesting. And then you have like a lot of back and forth in time and in actions that I didn't care. I was like, this is not going well. This is not what I expected. I wanted something more fast and more entertaining. The end was good. I liked it. It was fast, it was entertaining, it was interesting, it was a lot of high energy that I liked for a crime, for a thriller, because it's when the action starts to come. But till then I was like, oh man, end up, please, I beg you. I can't take it anymore. But yeah, this is not from the 8 books the one that I will recommend it to you. If you liked it, there is only a Kindle version. There is no printed of this author. There are other works of his that I believe for being printed are better than this one. I don't think this one was very entertaining as a book or as a novel, and definitely it left me like it being so slow and so not entertaining, not captivating, hard to read, and this time I was like, no, please. This is the part of the book. Let's move to the murder. And I have to go with spoilers so I can explain you a little bit what happened. So I don't think this will be a spoiler, because if we're talking about murders, she was murdered. She was murdered by, and that part is what I liked about the book, was murdered by Sam Kimber. Like, she's not assistant, she's like more secretary. She's very religious, very like, everything is a sin, and she goes a little maniac because of her mother, and she starts killing because of sins. That part is interesting because she's like a psychopath from religion, and that part is really interesting. That's why I like the part of the book. But besides that, no. So she killed Lucille because she felt like she was putting Sam on a bad track because she was lusty, you know, the lust sin, so she murdered her. And how she does that? Sam has like a house on near a it's not a pond, it's a lake more or less. So she says something to Lucille and make like, it's not an arrangement, it's an appointment so they can both talk near that lake or near Sam's house. She arrives first, hides her car behind the woods, and goes below the deck. The secretary Angie is very big, is very powerful, so it's not like a slime figure. No, you have to imagine like someone with a lot of strength. So when Lucille is swimming, because she's alone, she just swims below Lucille, drag her, and drown her. Basically, this. She has a swimming suit. I believe she must wear gloves because she doesn't leave any prints, and she drowned her. Simple as that. After that comes the rest of the book, that she pick up the key, so retrieve the money, you know, but that part is another part of her whole plot. The plot of the murder is pretty simple. She make an appointment. She knows that Lucille likes to swim, and especially on that lake. She saw the opportunity that the lake at that time was not very, it wasn't full at all. She was alone, and I believe she's not like, the lake is not always full of people, or there's a lot of different places, and but maybe she was lucky and she just waited there. When Lucille was there, she has the opportunity, she dragged her to the deep of the lake and drown her. Now we have a couple of things. How could she drown and not drown the other? Well, I believe like she pull her down and then she come up, get some air, and then continue to suffocate the other. Yeah, the murder is very simple. It's not the most complicated as we have one. In terms of proof of evidence, well, usually there's an investigation in case of drowning if there was a murder or not. But usually if you don't leave any fingerprints or any mark on bruises on feet, you can see that she drowned. There's the only explanation. She has air in the lungs, so she was not like murdered before and then throw up to the lake. She drowned. So in terms of evidence, if you are careful not making bruises and not making any contact with that, that's fine. Then you have the reaching the point of the deal. If nobody knew that you make an arrangement with that person on that day, you're fine. You just need an alibi. In Angie's case was like during her lunch break, and usually her lunch break is like she does it alone, which is not a good one for an alibi because you don't have other people. Usually an alibi means that anybody or anyone sees you and makes you say, no, he was here at that time, so he was not possible. And that is what the problem with this book, with this murder, is like creating the idea that you were in one place and then you're not. Go there without being tracked, which means nowadays no phone, as always, no phone, no transactions. Leave the car in a place where nobody sees it if it comes and you are still there, or if the victim comes. Not leave any trace on the beach. And besides that, there's no evidence. Now, pull this off is not easily. Okay, you can say like we have a lake and the person likes to swim. Now, to be alone, time enough to see someone drowned and you escape, you know, the problem here is the opportunity. The opportunity will be the key to determine if the murder is successful or not. Because if there is another person near, you cannot do it because it will seem suspicious. Of course, you'll try to rescue, so you'll get caught. You have to know that she went to the beach. Imagine that the person went to swim. You understand? So that's the way. I think it's the hardest. It's very difficult to control all of this, you know, because you're not controlling just her going to the lake or in swimming. You are controlling that nobody is on the lake on that time and specific hour, so you can kill her. Yeah, basically this is not the most genius one, it's not the most complicated one like Malice of Forethought. It has a lot of details and a lot of cleverness to play. No, it's just make an arrangement. She's here swimming, I'm already there, I pull, she died, I go away. I just need to prepare myself. For the before to go there, find some excuse if somebody asks. But then again, if you don't have any evidence, people will rule as or a suicide or an accidental death. And that's the thing. If there is an accidental death, you will be fine because you won't get caught. Now, if you're killing for insurance money, you have to be careful not to be ruled suicide, because then the clause cannot be valid. So it has to be an accidental death, again for maybe a double indemnity. And you have not to be caught because the same thing. Imagine you want to kill your wife or your husband. You don't make the insurance today, so he can die tomorrow. That's suspicious. That's murder 101. You make like today, and 6 months after you kill him, even a year. So make the things casually, you don't do it today so he can die tomorrow. That's insane. That's like, I want to get caught in a way very fast. But yeah, I don't have so much to discuss. Like, there's no evidence. He just found her because the way she talked and the way she believed and the other murders that she committed during the book. Besides that, it's just that, yeah, this is not a very excited book. I understand the others were more exciting and I have more to debate. This one I can find any piece because there's not anything else to squeeze. Okay. So guys, this was my review and murder for The Runner by John D. Macdonald. Tell me in the comments what you thought about this experience, how it was, these 8 books, which one was your favorite. I want to hear everything about it. Yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday, so I'll see you guys in my next video.